Hey guys, what's up and welcome. Thank you so much for clicking this video. This is Matthew Msingati, the hybrid, the greatest, the best of both worlds. I am the designer and I'm a developer from South Africa. Let's continue with the series. I hope you are enjoying the series. If you do, please don't forget to like and subscribe. If you might want the source code, please check the link in the description and to my Substack. And then from then you will receive an email with all the source code and the Figma files. So let's continue, guys. The first tip that I'm going to give you as a beginner, be able to read and follow instructions religiously, meaning that you just follow whatever they are saying. Okay, so who will be saying whatever? Every piece of technology has got a documentation. A documentation is just a website that tells you more about that technology framework or whatever that invention. Okay, so here we are going to follow NextJS documentation, or I will say, if you've got time, just go to NextJS documentation to learn more about it. So when you are learning from documentations are not clear, I must agree, I must accept. So they are not really meant for beginners, most of them. Okay, it's difficult to some sort of what can I say, learn everything from them. So what we do as developers, we first spend a lot of time doing some sort of a copy and paste and following, and then we will try to understand and make sense of things later. So if you are in a stage whereby you are just following but you are failing to understand, we all go through that. So now we are going to create a Next.js application. So we are just going to copy this command. Okay, npx create app at latest. Even if you don't have this at latest, it will still work. So let's go to Visual Studio Code. Okay, as you can see, I'm inside a folder called student. Okay, so inside this folder called student, we are going to run this command. Okay, we are going to run this command. Let's see. Okay, I'm just going to paste this and click enter. Okay, and also we are going to give this project a name. Okay, this is a design that I didn't do myself, so we are trying to get inspiration from it. If you might want to get this exactly, this image, you can just go to Dribble and search this guy. Okay, then you will get this image. So I'm going to name this project, okay, Robo Box. Okay, robot and boxes. Okay, I think that's a cool name. Okay, so in case you want to get the source code of this, the name of the application, it will be robobox. Okay, so let's just go to Next.js and see how far it is. Okay, it's taking some time. Okay, it's asking us the name of the app. Very important that it's small letters. Make sure it's small letters. As you can see, this is robobox. Let me click enter. You want to use TypeScript? Yes. Okay, would you like to use ESLint? Yes. So here, basically, you just click enter, 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 enter. Okay, I don't change things in this stage. Okay, so what I'm going to do now, this is going to take some time to load. Okay, so in the meantime, I'm going to jump into the whiteboard. Let's continue as we usually do. Let's burn the concept. I'm all about burning the concept in your mind so that you can create projects on your own and be able to answer interview questions. We are following my own school of thought, my own thought pattern, and I call these MET patterns. These are just statements, theories, and what can I say, acronyms, which are helping me as we speak to build better applications so that I can memorize things and become a better developer. So we are on MET pattern version 0.1. While I was writing these, there's some few, let's say, patterns that I forgot about. Okay, the other one is going to be, if you know the word tech stack. Okay, tech stack, this word is very popular. This looks like I'm writing wrong thing. Tech stack. Okay, this word is very popular in the development community. Okay, it just means that it's a stack of technologies, more like a list, okay, of technologies that makes up, maybe let's say, an application. Okay, I thought about this tech stack and I was like, I think there is something more important than tech stack. Okay, there's something beyond tech stack, and I call that best tech. Okay, sorry, best stack. Okay, okay, this falls under Met Patterns version 0.1 best. Okay, stack, best stack. Okay, so if we are talking about the tech stack, if you can ask me what's the tech stack of the Robobox, I will tell you it's React. What else? It's React. Let's say TypeScript, Tailwind. Okay, so basically, what I will be telling you, it's the technologies that are involved in this application. Okay, cool. As I'm getting into modern web development or application development, I'm just realizing, okay, if I have a list of tech stack, for instance, this is how most newbies or new beginners view it. Okay, I want to put Tailwind in my tech stack. Okay, as a developer, I want to put TypeScript in my tech stack. I want to put React. Okay, and you name all these things. Maybe let's say MongoDB and whatever. Okay, I just want to put these. Okay, now I have asked myself, am I able to make use of these pieces of technology? Okay, take these pieces of technology, use them efficiently and effectively. Okay, combine them skillfully and masterfully. Okay, to come up with a scalable, efficient, and a some sort of and a performant or a high performant application. And I realized that the fact that you've got this tech stack, it doesn't mean that you are skillfully, okay, at combining these for maximum performance. Okay, what can I say? I'm not sure if you know a game called checkers. Okay, a game called checkers. We used to play this game when we were young, even though the name of the game we didn't call it checkers. Okay, I only knew it's checkers when I'm getting older. I didn't know the English name of it. Okay, basically in the checkers game you've got some small thingy there. Okay, with us, it's a pity that I can't explain this. With us, we used to take the bottle caps, let's say of a Coca-Cola. Okay, we used to throw this on a cardboard, and we used to take the bottle caps of a Coca-Cola. We will put them here, and then the other one will face down, and the other one will face up. Okay, so to us that was it. We didn't even know if it's a checkers. We used to give it a different name. We used to call it a draft. But what I'm trying to explain here, okay, this group of, I don't know what you call these, if you know what you call these in a checkers, because I used to call these in my own language. Okay, and obviously you might not understand it. Okay, this group of, let me call this your army. Okay, this is the other guy's army, and this is my army. Okay, so your soldiers, okay, everybody comes with, let's say, I think it used to be 12, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, if not 6, 12. Okay, everybody has got 12 soldiers, and on this side I've got 12 soldiers. Okay, so treat these 12 soldiers as a tech stack. Okay, as a tech stack. Now, how you move and how you conduct and how you instruct these soldiers, okay, that is the only thing that will help you to win. Okay, having 12 soldiers, it's a tech stack. It means nothing about your skill, okay, your craft on whether you will win or not. Okay, so the first thing that I want you to get into your mind, the tech stack, whether you know TypeScript, what, React, Vue, Angular, and you name all these things, it doesn't mean that you are going to win. Believe me, I used to think if I can learn everything, like then I'm going to be the master, until I realized that no, 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 no. There's too much to learn here. There's a lot of ways to do one thing. So in a way, in the tech stack, okay, the tech stack, a list of technologies, I need to come up with my best stack. Okay, this is more now personal. Okay, if this is general, just a list of technologies, the best stack, okay, it's your own list of technologies. Okay, your own list, the one that you have come to be comfortable with time, and you are very skillful and masterful, and you are a master, okay, on how you manipulate these pieces of technology. So meaning that in this checkers game, your own moves, which soldier do you start like moving? Do you start here? I remember we used to have patterns for winning, and those patterns, they used to help with this. In this game, you can set up someone, my apologies about that, based on your own moves. You can set up someone, your opponent, for failure, because you sometimes you what can I say, um you deceive the opponent. Okay, you are luring them into maybe thinking that they are winning. Once they get into certain stage, let's say, okay, in a pattern like this, and then there you go. Okay, you will jump from, okay, you will jump from here, kill the soldier, jump from here, kill the soldier, jump from here, kill the soldier, jump from here, kill the soldier. With only one move, you have taken down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 soldiers at once. Okay, and maybe you might land here and get a crown. Okay, that means you will get superpowers. So this, it's the best stack. Okay, this is the best stack. It's a list, and it's not a long list. Okay, here when somebody talk about a tech stack, they are talking about a long list. For instance, you can ask a developer, what's your tech stack? We will mention a lot of things, React JS, React query, we'll name them. But does this mean that you are able to use those effectively and efficiently? Because when you get into your best stack, now your list becomes smaller, and you know a lot about these. Okay, you are some sort of a master, okay, or you know a lot about these. You can bend them. Okay, you are efficient in using these. So what I'm trying to say is, as much as there is a tech stack, as a developer, come up with your best stack. And in this stack, the one that we have listed here, let's say these 5 pieces of technology, you must be able to know them through and through, okay, so that you can be efficient. I think that's what I have forgotten here. Okay, so let's just go back to Next.js. Okay, as you can see, guys, we are done with this. So what I usually do here, I always come here and click any folder here and reveal in Explorer. And then what I will do, I will take this path, okay, and then I will open the folder here and paste the path here and press enter, so that Robobox could be here, and then I will open this. Okay, it looks like this is too small, so let me zoom in a little bit. I think this is fine, so that this can be visible. Okay, cool. And then what I want to do, if you might want to view the command, you can just, the terminal, you can just go here and click new terminal. You will see here is your terminal here. Okay, it's very important that your app name be the last one here, meaning that you are inside that app name. Okay, based on the theory that I already taught you, you know there is an app folder. Inside this app folder, there is a page folder and the layout folder. Now you know exactly what the layout means. Okay, so let's just type this command here, npm run dev. Okay, we are running this. Okay, um in a React application, okay, when you are executing this command in Next.js, let's say, okay, you are creating a fake server, okay, that will save these files. Okay, so meaning that now we are going to create a fake server that will run on localhost port 3000, and it will save these files. And then what we are going to do, did I press enter? Yes. Okay, maybe it's taking its own time. Okay, so after that, we are going to check it on the browser, and then as it runs on the browser, we are going to clean things up a little bit. So what I'm going to do, I'm not going to quickly go there. or clean things before I show you this as it's running. As you can see, it's taking some time and I don't know why. I'm going to pause the video in order to save your time. Okay, as you can see, guys, this npm run dev resulted in this. As you can see, this is what can I say, this is the server, or this is a URL from which the virtual server is running. Okay, so what we can do here, we can go here. Okay, let me minimize this. We can go here and type localhost 43,000 and run this. Okay, and then we just have to wait for this. Okay, as you can see, guys, this is the application. So if you've managed to reach this stage, congratulations, you are the best of the best. And then if you might want to contact me, click here to arrange a discovery call. I am Matthew Msingati, the designer and developer. You can give me your name and your email and we can have an hour. Ask me whatever you want to ask. If you might want to learn in details like the UI, okay, if you might want to learn UI design, this is my other channel. You can come here and learn everything, whatever you want to learn. If you want to support us, you can type Matthew Msingati on Udemy. This is our course. Okay, this is our course and it has got a lot of free preview here. Okay, 70% of this course is a free preview and 30% I think you will then have to pay. So you can come here and learn a lot of things. Okay, so let's continue, guys, and see what we can do. So now what we want to do, we want to clean this so that it can be clean 100%. Okay, let's minimize this. Let's go back to Visual Studio Code. Okay, as you can see, guys, so what we are going to do, we are going to go into page. Okay, here on page we're going to highlight everything and delete it, and then we're going to make this magic, type RFCE and press enter. There we go, we've just got a new page, and I'm going to make this a capital letter as a good programming practice, and just also make this a capital letter. So I've just changed this to be a capital letter, and then I'm going to type this here, test. So one might ask, how do you type that command and then all of a sudden you've got a boilerplate? Okay, let's just come here to the plugins. You can type here ES7. Okay, there is a plugin, this one, okay, with a very long name, ES7 React / Redux / GraphQL / React Native. As you can see, I've already installed it and activated it. So you can install this and then you'll be able to create those shortcuts. Let's just click save. Okay. And then I think now I can start displaying this in two screens. So where is this? Okay, as you can see. So suppose this refreshes automatically, and this is supposed to have changed, but that is not much of a problem. Let's just refresh manually and see. As you can see, this is running. Okay, let's see, did I change the right folder? Yes, let me click save here because it looks like I didn't save. Okay, let me, okay, as you can see, guys, okay, here is test, but you can see here there is some sort of stripe and gradients, linear gradients going on. How do we change this? We can just go here on the CSS and go to the body and delete everything inside the body, as you can see, and then we can click save. Okay, as you can see, guys, we've just got now a clean slate. I think that's about it. We are getting there, and my laptop battery is getting low. So what can I do? Let me just quickly pause the video and organize the charger. My apologies about that. Okay, guys, I'm back. Thank you so much for waiting for me. So the first thing that the concept that I need to burn into your brain, it's the concept of a layout, okay? NextJS layout. So before I create multiple layouts, we are just going to use only this layout to some sort of create something, and then from then we are going to change things after, okay? And also the other approach that we are going to take, I'm not going to just jump to the best way of doing things. I'm worried that you might lose a lot from knowing why. Okay, I'm not going to get into setting folder structure and get things right and then we continue. Okay, I want you to know why are we doing things. So I am going to make use of the refactoring method, meaning that we are just going to write code in a normal way, okay, or as a beginner will do, and then we are going to refactor that code so that I can show you that how to improve that code to an enterprise level. Okay, so what we are going to do now, let's check our mockup. As you can see, guys, this is what we want to do based on the theory on the previous videos. You know now, okay, that we are going to have a code that is going to sit on a layout, okay, that will sit on a layout, and we are going to have a code that will some sort of change from here, okay, meaning that the children here will be rendered automatically, okay, like what can I say, dynamically. Okay, so if you don't understand that, please don't mind. Okay, let's just get into it so that you can understand the concept of a layout. Okay, so this is a global layout. Okay, any page inside here. Okay, if you put something here, let me just make an example. Okay, don't mind much if you don't understand this code. Okay, it will be clearer with time. Basically, what is happening here, we are receiving children. Let me show you where are we receiving them. Where is the function? Here is the function. Okay, we are receiving children here. Children, it's any page, okay, that is inside the application. This is a global layout, so it accepts, it receives these children and it will render them inside the body. Let me just make an example. What if we don't have we catch the children here but we don't render them? Let's go back here. Okay, as you can see, so in our case, which child would this be? It will be this page. Okay, whatever that we have here, many pages, let's say stats, dashboard, and whatever, they will always pass through this layout and the layout will be added because this is a global layout. So we are going to start from here. Let's say I don't render the children. Okay, let's click save. This is supposed to disappear, as you can see. So this page here has been caught, okay, as a child, but it has not been rendered, okay, as you can see. So now we are going to render it again. And then in this body tag, okay, as you can see, this is the body tag. Before we render the children, okay, before we render the children, okay, we are going to put layout content. So let's just put P here, a P tag. Let's type here layout content. Click save. This layout content will always be here on all pages. It will always be here. So I hope you are starting to understand the concept of a layout. Okay, so let's go back to our mockup. This part, okay, the robot and the boxes will form part of a layout. This will change to be a login and it will change to be a register based on what we click here. Okay, so meaning that this part, this design, this part, okay, this and this and this, it needs to be on the layout. So that's what we are going to do. Okay, let's quickly do that. The first thing that we are going to do, remember we said we are writing an enterprise code. Okay, what we need to do first, we need to set up our own colors. Okay, and then the other thing here, I'm going to show you that memorizing code, it's not a necessity. Okay, obviously as time goes by, it's very important that you become efficient, you some sort of memorize things and know everything, but it's not a, a, a a priority. Why? Because you can use the documentation to help you with that. What is more important is the fundamentals, the thinking, and thinking about scalability and best practices. Okay, so I'm trying to say I don't know a lot of things, okay, about Tailwind, about TypeScript, about NextJS. Okay, so what we are going to do now, let's go back to our mockup. Okay, let's go back to our mockup. And then what we want to do, this is our mockup. As you can see, these are our assets. What we want to do now first, we want to set up these colors. Okay, these colors. Okay, so let's just quickly go to in our code. Okay, in our code, let's just quickly go to, okay, in our code, I'm not sure what happened here. Okay, in our code, let's just quickly go to Tailwind CSS and see what we can do from there. Okay, let's go to this page and see if it's going to be easier to just quickly add. Let's go to global CSS. Not really. Let's go to Tailwind config.tss. I think, yes, I think this is where we want to be. Okay, so inside this extend, okay, as you can see inside this extend, I think we can extend the colors. Okay, I think we can extend the colors. This, the background image, start here and it ends here. I think here we can have colors. Let's rely on IntelliSense, okay, to help us, meaning that the autocomplete, okay, that's what I usually do, okay, to get things around. Okay, let's see. As you can see, it's giving us colors. That means we can extend colors on Tailwind CSS. Okay, and then from there, what we can do, we can click here, and then I think we need an object here. Okay, we need an object, and in this object, let's just say, let's say we've got a color red. Okay, let's say, and then the actual name of this color, it's red. Okay, let's go and test and see if everything is working. Okay, so I'm going to go to my application page, and that is, let's see, let's go to this page. Looks like I'm lost in my own code. Here is the page, and then in this page I'm going to put a class name. Okay, one might ask, in normal CSS, this is a class. Okay, you put a class for a class, but in React there is class name. Okay, if you understand object-oriented programming, it makes use of classes. Okay, so a class in JavaScript in general, okay, means something else. I think we can say it's some sort of a keyword or a reserved word. Okay, is that word you can't just use carelessly, okay, because it means something. Okay, so because of that, that class means something in JavaScript as a language. If you know, or React JS, it's more like a manipulation of JavaScript. Okay, so it needs to be careful on naming things. So that's why this has changed from just a normal class to a class name, but this just represents a class. Okay, so let's say bg black. Let's say we are changing the background to be black. Let's see the effect. Okay, as you can see, here is the effect. But now we have created our own color. We've extended the Tailwind CSS system. So let's use our bg red. Let's delete all of this to first see, are we going to get an autocomplete? Okay, bg dash, let's type r to see, do we have a capital letter red here? Looks like we don't have, but that doesn't matter. Let's just type it and see. Okay, my apologies about that. Okay, let's just type it and see. Okay, usually it's supposed to be here. Oh, let's see, guys. Let's see. If you extend the color, let's see. Okay, and so, oh, okay, cool. It's working. I'm not sure why the autocomplete doesn't work, but it doesn't matter because whatever that we want, it's happening. But let's go there and confirm if this is because of exactly what we have done. Okay, let's change this to orange. Okay, sorry, this is not orange. Okay, let's see, click save. As you can see, guys, this is orange, so meaning that we can extend these colors as we wish. Okay, obviously our name is not going to be just red. Okay, maybe the autocomplete doesn't work simply because this name, maybe it clashes with a lot of Tailwind names. Okay, that's why I call this a matte palette. Okay, that's why I call this a matte palette, this one. Okay, simply because it has got some unique names. Okay, which are not going to clash with any styling or library or UI library. So what we want first, we want the domain primary. Okay, let me copy this. Okay, if you have got any question, please guys don't forget to shoot a comment below, and also don't forget to subscribe. Okay, the other thing that I didn't tell you, the Skillshare has accepted us as instructors, so soon we are going to release a Skillshare course. Obviously, when you are dealing with object, you can't have like the same name. Okay, so please don't mind about this. So I'm going to click on this and then copy this, and then make sure I put a hashtag or that symbol in front of it, and then this is this color, and then I'm going to copy this. Okay, now I hope you are starting to see the synchronicity. Okay, the synchronicity between development and design. Okay, I hope we are starting to see the patterns. Okay, that makes your life easier. Okay, or I'm hoping you see why the importance of this matte palette. Okay, so let's continue. What color is this? We want this color. Okay, as you can see, tertiary. Okay, take that blue color. Okay, as you can see, guys, and what else? Take this one, text white. Okay, text white. Where is text white? Okay, as you can see, the dash naming thing, since I'm not sure, it's not allowed, as you can see, so we need to change it. That's not much of a problem. Maybe we have to use camel casing. Okay, I will need to note that and change it even here. Okay, so let's say text white. Okay, as you can see, this works. Okay, we don't really need domain there, text white. Okay, let's go back to text gray. We can just type that one here, text gray, double click and get the gray color. Okay, as you can see, guys, we're getting there. The pop danger is the pop danger because it's a popping color. Okay, pop danger. Let's check our own version of red. Okay, copy. This orange doesn't have this. Okay, no. Let me just delete it and paste this one. Now this is our pop danger. My apologies about that. Let's copy pop success. Okay. I don't know why when when I see the word pop, I'm thinking about popping champagne. I don't know why. Maybe I like parties, or I don't know. I don't know, but I'm not I'm not sure. I'm not a celebrating guy. Maybe I listen to a lot of hip hop, the hip hop. Once in a while, or every time, you will hear the word popping champagne and what and what. Maybe it's because of that. Okay, cool. Let's see. Just double click here and put here the muted gray. Okay, as you can see, guys, what we have just did now, we have used the matte palette. This is the matte palette. Okay, this is not muted. Okay, this is not muted. Muted gray. Even here, muted gray. Okay, as you can see, we have used the matte palette in order to generate some sort of our own colors in Tailwind CSS. How is this going to help you? Number one, you are starting to form a certain what can I say, template, a certain framework of thought on how you do things. Okay, even on the next project, you are going to have the same colors like these. Okay, meaning that this will get into your system, and then going forward, it will be your second nature. Okay, so you know that you've got domain primary, domain secondary, domain tertiary is going to make your life easier. So now that let's go back to here. Where is the page? Let's go back to the page. Now that we don't have this bg red, we might as well delete it and type bg domain I was hoping that there will be an IntelliSense here, because if it's not there, then it becomes a problem. Domain read, it will mean that we have to type this domain primary. Okay, it will mean we have to type these every time, of which I don't think I'm ready to do that. Okay, as you can see, guys, here is this color domain primary. Okay, cool. What else can we do? I don't think there is something. We are done with the colors. Okay, cool. Let's go back to our mockup. Okay, now we need to change this layout to be like this. Okay, so now let's get into the fun part. Okay, let's create this layout. First of all, we are going to create this background that fills the entire area first. Okay, let's do that. So this background, let me copy it. We don't necessarily need it to be here. We need it to be on the layout. Global CSS, we don't really need you. Tailwind config, I don't think we need you. Layout, we are looking for you. Okay, we are looking for the layout. So what do we want to do? The first thing that we want to do, we want to create a div. Okay, and in this div we are going to give it this class. Okay, as you can see. So now the other thing that we want to do, we want the height of this div to be screen. Okay, screen means the whole screen, which is vertical height of 100%. If you want to confirm what I'm saying in terms of the actual CSS, you can hover over here. You will see height of 100% vertical height. Okay, what about the width? We want also the width to be screen. Okay, which is 100% of vertical width. Okay, let's go back here and click save so that we can see what will happen. Okay, now this layout, since it's going to be present everywhere, what it has done, since the children are coming under it, it has pushed the children to be under it in a true sense. Then let's go back here and see. Here is our children. So we want these children, okay, let's say to be inside here. I want you to grasp the essence of a layout. We want it to be inside. Then as you can see, now the child is inside. So meaning that we can design as if the children don't exist. Let's put them back to where they were. We're just going to design this as it is. This as it is. And if the children don't exist, we will then come back and put the children exactly where we want them to be. Remember, according to our design, the children will be inside this. Okay, as you can see, guys. So let's go back and in fact, we don't need to go back. Let's just look at this layout. Let's partition it in such a way that it's going to be easier to work with. If you can see here, if you can split this here, we've got the left and we've got the right panel. So let's quickly do that, the left side and the right side. Okay, let's do that. So inside here, okay, we've got the div. Okay, remember we are writing an enterprise code. Okay, it's very important we do things in a particular way. Okay, so in React you don't necessarily use the IDs as you will use in normal JavaScript. So I will take that opportunity of we don't use IDs here. Okay, so I will take that opportunity and use the IDs to name my component. So I'm going to name this let's see. Mm, This is going to be the auth layout. Okay, this is going to be the auth layout. Okay, so what I will do, I will type here let's say auth. Okay, usually I like it when it's capital letters because it's bold and visible. Okay, authentication. Okay, let's see. Left. I was just going to check if is this the right spelling for authentication. It looks like I might got it wrong. As you can see, I don't think there is an O there. Okay, my apologies about that. Okay, so let's say this is auth dash left. Okay, auth dash left. I'm happy with that. Okay, and then I will need another one, which is going to be, let me just type left here, and then this will be auth dash right. Okay, click save. Okay, I'm happy with that. And then let's call this one. Okay, let's give it an ID of, okay, auth, sorry, must be a capital letter. Okay, auth layout. Okay, this is the auth layout. Okay, so when we are refactoring, we're just going to copy this div, okay, this container, and put it on a different place. Okay, so this one, it's right. Okay, so let's save and see what do we have here. As we can see now, we've got left and we've got right. That is not much of a problem. I'm happy with this, and it's filling the entire screen. And then now we are going to use Tailwind CSS to lay these guys nicely. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to give these guys some colors. Okay, let's say BG red 500. Okay, this is ID. My apologies about that. This is supposed to be on the class name. Okay, class name BG red. Sorry, BG red dash 500. Oh, we can even type 600, not a problem. As you can see, this is right. And what about the left? Let's give it a class name of BG green 400. Is that the case? Dash 400. All right, as you can see, guys. Okay, now what we want to do, we want to get into the parent container, which is not this one and not this one, which is this one. We want to display this container flex. Okay, okay, let me first display it flex before I write an enterprise code. Okay, let me just fix the mic, guys. I cannot see the keyboard properly. Okay, I hope the sound didn't change that much. Okay, my apologies about that. And then what I want to do, I want to display this flex. Okay, as you can see now, this is changing because this is displayed in form of a row, not a column. Okay, display flex in web automatically take what can I say, a row. Okay, cool. What else do I want to do now that I've displayed this flex? Okay, sorry, now that I've displayed this flex, I can come here on these guys. I can tell them to share the entire space equally. How am I going to do that? I can give these guys a flex property of 1. Let's see what will happen if we give the first one. If, as you can see, the first one take the entire space because it's the only one that has got a flex property of 1. But we are going to tell also this one to take a flex property of 1. So what does that mean? They share the space equally. Okay, what if this one we wanted to share, let's say to take, let's say more than the other, then we can increase it here. I hope Tailwind CSS allows us. I don't think there is a flex property of 2. Let's just check what does Tailwind gives us. There's a flex of 1. Do we have another flex? Not really. Maybe when you want to change this, you might need to maybe make it this way. I'm not sure about that. It's my first time to do this. So that one is a flex of 1. I want this to be a flex of 2 so that the red one can be twice as big as the first one. Let's click save and see. As you can see, guys, so this one, it's 1 unit. If you take this green and fit it here, it will end here, and fit another one, it will end here. So as you can see, if you want, it might be 4 times. Let's see. As you can see, this is 4 times bigger. When can you use this? When you are creating a dashboard, this is your side menu and this is your right panel for the content. Okay, so in our case, we want the flex of 1 so that these can be equal. Let's go and check in our layout. Are these equal? It looks like, okay, so let's tick to that. It looks like, even though this one, it looks like it's a little bit bigger. Okay, so let's see if we can try that, how far we can go. Let's make I think you can even put some commas, okay? The red one needs not to be 1, okay? Maybe let's say it needs to be 1.5. No, the green one. My apologies about that. The green one, which is the left, it needs to be a little bit bigger, okay? Let's say it's going to be 1.5, okay? Not necessarily 2, but 1.5. It must be bigger, but not noticeably bigger. As you can see, guys, okay? It's not really the same, okay? Also remember, this is a small view, okay? When you do this, as you can see, this is going to be enough, okay? There will be enough space here, and this will sit here. And I'm happy with this, okay? But for now, since we want the code to be bigger, this is our setup. So as you can see, guys, we are done with this, okay? And then what we want to do next, do I really need the colors? I don't think so. The green colors, I don't think we need those colors. Let's go back to the mockup and see. Now let's add this image on the right. Okay, let's add the image on the right. Okay, let's first talk about this, okay, because it looks like even this one we can divide it into the top and the bottom. Okay, so let's quickly do that. So what we want to do here now, we want to divide the left section into the top and the bottom. Let's do that. Here is the left section. So what we want to have a div, and then in this div, this is going to be the top. Okay, there's no need for class name at the moment. And let's copy the same div, and this is the bottom. The bottom will have an image. Okay, the bottom will have an image. So for now, let's just type class name, SIPG, whatever color, and the top, a class name, let's give it BG, whatever color, even white. Okay, as you can see, guys. Okay, so cool. Now let me just show you something for learning. Let's flex this to 1. Okay, nothing happens. Let's flex this to 1. Nothing happened. Why nothing happened? Simply because the parent, which is the green guy, doesn't have any flex. Okay, so these things must work together as a collective. Okay, there must be some sort of, I'm not sure if synchronicity will be the right word, but you can't have flex on the children that their parent doesn't have any flex. So you need to put a flex on the parent, and then they can be the flex can work, as you can see, guys. Okay, so what we don't want our flex row by default. Okay, so we want the flex column, so that these guys can be arranged like this. As you can see, they are taking a 50%, 50%. We don't really want that. Okay, what we want to do, the white part needs not to be flexed, so that it can be taken at advantage, so that the bottom guy can push it to the top. Okay, when we want, we can have its height to be, let's say, 40 pixel, let's say. As you can see, it can only take this 40 pixel. In our case, let's make it 60, so that it can be at least noticeable. Okay, I'm happy with that. So now the bottom part is the part that will have the image. Okay, cool. Now let's go to downloads. Go to downloads. Okay, let's go to download, and this is the image that we want. Let's copy it. Okay, and then we are going to go here on public, and we are going to reveal in Explorer. That means here is the public, and then we are going to paste this. Okay, cool. And then here is, okay, here is the image. I'm going to change the image to robot. Okay, robot.png. Okay, as you can see, this is robot.png. So what we are going to do now, we need to add the robot where. Okay, let's go and check. We might add the robot as a background in the bottom section. Okay, but that might not be the ideal way of doing it, okay? Because we might want to some sort of size it, okay? So what we can do, let's have an image or a div that will be responsible for holding this image. Or we can do it differently, okay? We don't really need to add this image using CSS, okay? You add an image using CSS when it's going to be an image background, okay? There will be some things on top of it, so we don't really have to do it this way. So let's just go back here, guys, and use an image, okay? Let's say let's use an image, and the source is going to be / what's the name of this? Robot.png, robot.png. Okay. Don't mind about what? About this warning, okay? At least for now, okay? I will talk about it later. As you can see, guys, we've got our robot there, okay? And then what we want to do on our robot, what do we want to do? Here is this guy sitting here. What we want to do with this guy, okay? We want to bring it down, okay? Can't we set the margin of this guy? Let's give it a class name. Okay, margin top to auto, okay, so that it can be pushed automatically to the bottom. Okay, let's see, class name margin auto. The reason why it might not happen, it might be because the parent doesn't have a height on its own, okay? Because margin auto, I think it needs the parent to have its own height. That is not much of a problem, okay? Let's see what we can do. What I can do also, I can use a bottom of 0, okay? Bottom of 0, okay? I can use a bottom of 0, and I will have to play with relative and all other things, okay? For instance, let's go back here. Let's put a relative here. This is position, okay? If you hover over here, oh, sorry, relative, okay? Space, relative, where is it? Here is it, okay? We are positioning this relative, as you can see. And also we need to go to the parent and position its relative. My apologies about that. No IntelliSense. This should be work fine. This should work fine. Let's see. Now Tailwind CSS is playing games with me. In fact, I am playing games with Tailwind CSS simply because Tailwind CSS is a code, okay? Is a code, so there is nothing it can do unless I'm the one who's giving the instructions to it, okay? So now let's check the relationship between the between the parent and the child, which is very important in CSS, okay? Which is very important in CSS. Let's see. So what we want to do, we want to push this guy to here, okay? We want to push this guy to here. We have tried relative and the bottom of 0. Let's try absolute. Let's see. Let's try absolute. Position absolute. Let's click save and see. As you can see, guys, with absolute, this guy can move to the bottom. This is exactly what we wanted. Okay, let's see if we scratch it up. Okay, as you can see, it grows bigger. Let's see, do we have a problem with that? Okay, maybe we can make it a little bit smaller. Okay, okay, maybe we can set the max width and max height. Okay, let's see. So what we want to do, the maximum height, max dash h, is there such a thing? Yes. And then we want the maximum height, let's say, to be 300 pixel, let's say. Okay, so it can be as big as 300. Let's see. As you can see, guys, okay, at least now we've got some control over it. So let's make it 600 and see. Okay, let's make it 600 and see. Okay, let's my apologies about that. Okay, for now let's leave it like this. Okay, for now let's leave it like this. Okay, then it will scale down. I don't really mind much. Okay, now at this point in time we are not really concerned about responsiveness. Okay, it's not part of this tutorial. Okay, so as you can see, guys, at least we have managed to control this guy. Now what we can do, I think we can remove this background here. Okay, so that we can get that green background. Even on that green background, we don't really want it. We want the domain primary. Okay, bg domain primary dash no, I think it's capital letter D, domain primary. Okay, as you can see, this is the domain primary. Is this domain primary on the left side or it's on the actual? Let's go back. Let's see on the actual layout, everything. This is the auth layout. It has got domain primary. So that means even if we don't have that green, it will still work. Let's remove the white here. Okay, it looks like everything will still work. Okay, as you can see, guys, I'm happy with this. Okay, let's go back and check our mockup. Okay, we are somewhat getting there. Okay, we are somewhat getting there, and that is it. Okay, so guys, if you like this content and you are enjoying it and you are learning, please don't forget we've got a 10-hour coaching course here. You can give me your name and email. You can ask me anything, and don't forget, guys, to support us on this course. Okay, you can click here and buy our course on Udemy. Okay, you can also check our coding channel, which is Coded UI, and learn coding also here. So let's keep it going and keep it flowing like water. So we are done with this one. Okay, so what we want to do, let's check our mockup. What we want to do next, I think we want to create this next. Okay, we want to create this. Ours is going to have it's going to have login and register. Okay, without this I really didn't understand what is it. Okay, I'm not sure no matter it's a tooltip or, but we are going to ignore it for now. So let's go back to the code and create these. Okay, let's see, and then we're going to go to the top. Where is the top? This is the left and this is the right, and on the right, where is the top? This is the right, and then auth right inside the right to do. Let's see. Looks like I'm lost in my own code. That is not much of a problem. Here is the top. Okay, I think this is what I want. Okay, here is the top. I'm happy with this. And then what I'm going to do, let's see, I will have a UL because that's a list. Okay, in the UL I will have some LIs. Okay, list item. In the list items I will have some anchor tags. Okay, as you can see, these are the hrefs. Okay, since we are using NextJS, we are going to change these into NextJS links. Okay, I think we might as well do that now. Okay, we might as well do that now. Okay, instead of using anchor tags, we might use let's say link from NextJS. Where is it? Okay, let's type this link from NextJS. As you can see, so it's more like a substitution of an anchor tag. Then it will need an href. Okay, for now it's just going to be an empty string. Okay, so we've got it's not going to be a self-closing tag because we want to type log in here. My apologies about that. And we want register here. Register, or let's call it sign up. Okay, sign up. Login, sign up. Is sign up one word? I think so. First, I'll keep it like that for now. Sign up. Looks like it's not. Okay. Okay, guys, let's continue. So now, let's see, as you can see here are these guys. So what I want to do, why this li cannot find the name li? Okay, I don't know what was that about. Okay, cool, I'm happy with this. So what I want to do, I want everything inside the ul, okay, to have a text, the text color of what is our colors? Okay, now I want the, what do I want? I want the autocomplete of Tailwind CSS. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm just going to cancel this server by pressing Control C. Do you want to cancel? Yes. I am hoping after rebooting from scratch, let me clear this. After rebooting the server from scratch, let me show you that the server is not running. After rebooting the server from scratch, it's going to load those colors. Okay, so let's go back, npm run dev and run it again. If it doesn't, then it will mean that I always have to type those. Going to be a mission, but I'm going to learn something. Maybe in the next video I will learn how to bypass that. Okay, remember, we are still going to change this to a next image, but we are going to change it maybe in the next video. What I want to do here, I want to keep it flowing and keep it going and help you to learn as much as you can, because changing this to a NextJS image or next image, it will require us to configure it a little bit. Okay, it will require some configuration, so I will check that one later. I wonder what is the error. Where is the red thingy? Let me check. My apologies about that. I didn't notice it. Okay, img was the problem. Using img could result in a slower, yes, but it doesn't have to be red. Okay, this is just a warning from Next.js. Okay, cool, guys. As you can see, we're getting there. I'm happy with this. Okay, so what else do we want to do now? According to our plans, we were here. Okay, as you can see, guys, this behaves exactly like an anchor tag. Okay, you can click here. As you can see, it just refreshes. Okay, and also this now shows up. It looks like before it was not here. Okay, or it moves down. Okay, I see, it's just moved down. Okay, cool. And then what we want to do, let's go back to the ul. We were here on the ul and we were changing the text color. Let's try it white first. Okay, we will change this. As you can see, everything inside there is going to be white. We really don't want this. We need to check the mockup and see what color is that. It's white, yes, but we need to use our own text white. Okay, that's why I was refreshing here, because I needed the autocomplete. Okay, desperately. Okay, I'm lazy in typing. Okay, so let's go back here. Now that we have started the server from scratch, let's see txt. Let me pray that this thing works. Okay, txt, we've got capital letter text there. Nope. Let's see. Okay, text, yes, dash, and then capital letter T, which is capital letter text. Let's see, do we have a capital letter text there? Looks like I even forgot my own naming way convention. Okay, let's go back. Where is it? Yeah, it's text white. Okay, let me just copy it for now. Looks like I am in for a high jump. Whatever that I was trying to do, it doesn't happen the way I want to. Text white. Okay, but I don't really mind. I will just keep on typing. I don't think it's going to be much of a problem. Okay, we're going to use text white. Okay, so when you, is it when you hover over it or it's active? Let's check. Okay, the active tab, it has got this color. We will deal with this later. When you hover over this one, with us, let's just use the text gray when you hover over it. So how are we going to do that? Let's just remove these guys here so that we can see properly. Go back here. Okay, and then what we want to do, let's see where we were. We are on the UL. We are done with the text white. I don't have a problem with that. So each and every one of these, okay, which is the links, let's give them a class name. And on hover, then we want the text to be text gray. Okay, we want these to be text gray. Let's save, let's hover over them and see. Okay, on hover, yes, we want the text to be text gray. Okay, that is supposed to work. Okay, cool. Let me say text gray 500. Let's see, is this going to work? Yes. Oh, okay. Okay, so meaning that even that text gray, maybe it was working, but I was hovering over a wrong one. As you can see, guys, okay, everything is working fine. I'm happy with this. So let's copy this. Let's copy this one. Let's copy this and paste it where? And paste it here on this link as well. Okay, that means when you click here, it's a text gray. Okay, so now we want to, it looks like I have jumped a certain step here. Okay, remember we've talked about the matte patterns and the flap theory. Okay, I think I'm going to talk about it on the next video. Okay, because now I'm getting into installing some packages which I didn't mention on the flap theory. Okay, because the flap theory will help us to know beforehand what are the things that we are going to use. Okay, maybe that will help us even to communicate our thought process to other developers or to the managers or stakeholders. Okay, my apologies about that. So let's go and get some icons. We are going to use React icons for icons. Okay, we are going to use React icons for icon. We are going to search. In fact, we need to install it first. Okay, home npm. Okay, I'm a chance taker. Okay, if this doesn't take us to where we're supposed to be, I think I can take chances. Okay, let's see. Let's close this. Okay, and then npm react dash npm I react icons. Okay, this is what I was going to do. Npm I react icons, and that's it. Okay, but since this is already here, let's go and install react icon so that we can get that icon for home. Okay, and that will be it. Okay, it's done. Let's run this. I'm going to come here and press the arrow up so that I can go back to the commands that I've executed, and I want this one. Then I'm going to run it, and then we are going to go back and then search for home. Okay, and then search for home. We want a solid one. I think for now let's use even this one. Okay, and then what I'm going to do, I'm going to import it here on the layout. Okay, we are still going to refactor this, and then I can take this as it is and paste it where? Next to these guys, as if, is that the best thing? As if it's part of the link. Yes, when you click this home, it's supposed to take you somewhere, right? Yes, so let's treat it as a link as well. A self-closing one? Nope, not a self-closing one. Okay, and we need the href, and then let's make it an empty. And then what I'm going to do, I'm going to paste this guy here as a self-closing tag, as you can see. Let's go back and see what will happen here. Okay, refresh. Do we have an icon there? Okay, to me it doesn't look like we don't have an icon here. Let's check. This is a link, then href, and this is the icon. Let's go back where? Okay, I think it's still loading here. As you can see, we've got the icon here. I'm happy with this. Okay, but it looks like we don't have anything in terms of laying things out. Okay, now I hope you can start to see that we are flexing a lot of things. Every time we need to flex, every time we need to flex, every time we need to flex. This is UL and it's flexing the LIs. And this is only one LI. In terms of HTML, this is wrong. My apologies about that. This is supposed to be inside each LI. Okay. Okay, inside each LI. And then let's take one of these to be inside each LI. I hope you get what I'm trying to do. Okay. Okay, this is the best way to go about it. Okay, cool. And then what I want to do, I want to display where is the, okay, this is the first LI. It has got an icon. The second LI, it has got login, and the third LI has got sign up. Okay, cool. Now let's get to the UL, and then let's display it flex. Looks like nothing is happening. Cool. Let's make it flex row. Let's force it, but by default it's supposed to be flex row, but it looks like nothing is happening here. Okay. I wonder why it's like this. Let's change the BG to be red. Let's see what will happen. LI, it looks like first name. Okay, UL, it looks like, okay, so there was something that was going on there. Okay, request timeout and whatever. This is not much of a problem. Let's restart. As you can see, guys, now everything is working. I don't know what was the delay about. Okay, I really don't need this. So it was still working on the background. So this flex row, I don't think it was necessary. Okay, because the default is supposed to be row, as you can see. So guys, we are starting to flex things here. I think you can see. Okay, are we going to flex things like right through, or we can some sort of have a class that will be of flex? Okay, and that is it. Okay, some sort of a class that will always be there and that will be of flex. Okay, so as you know, Matthew is a chance taker. Let's go to the tailwind. Let's go to global CSS. Let's see here. Okay, add layer utilities. Okay, there is a class here which is text balance. I don't know what it was for. I'm not going to change it, but I'm going to add my own. Okay, why this is going to be a capital letter? Simply because tailwind has got this naming convention dash dash balance, text dash balance. Okay, I want our own styling to be different so that another developer can notice that there is something different about the styling. It doesn't belong to tailwind CSS. Okay, I want my code to signal, okay, to other developer that the previous developer did something, so that they can want to follow this center, to want to know where it comes from. Okay, so that's why all our styles will be, something is wrong, guys. This is wrong. Okay, my apologies about that. What I'm doing here, if you can look at it, I am writing the actual pure CSS. We don't want that. Okay, because now what I can write here, it's pure CSS, just like this one. Okay, I don't want that. Okay, what I want, I want to write tailwind CSS. Okay, maybe let me take some chances first. Let's go back, and then let me write tailwind CSS inside this. Okay, and let me click at apply. Okay, let's see, can I write tailwind CSS here? Flex, looks like I can. Okay, always there is some sort of a warning with this apply. Now I have learned to ignore it because I really don't know why it's there. Okay, because this is supposed to work properly. As you can see, guys, this is flex. Okay, not only it's flex, let's just give it a gap so that we can notice if everything is applying. So what we are going to do, we are going to go to this UL, we are going to remove the flex, check what happens when we've removed the flex, and then I'm going to use our own style, which is center, very unique. Check there. As you can see, guys, it applies. Okay, we've just created our own style. Okay, what the styles does, or this style do, okay, first of all, it flex things, and then we want it to justify the content center and items center. Okay, it's like it items center. Okay, it's like not only it does that, okay, the children will be aligned center or centrally aligned. Just look at what will happen here when we click save. Okay, these are jumping to the center, and now it looks like they are in the same line. Okay, this is what I want, but not really what I want, because now this is in the center. Let's go here. As you can see, I don't think this is really in the center necessarily. I think this has been pushed to almost to the left a little bit, but we are happy with how things are. Okay, please, guys, don't forget, if you might want to support us, go and check our course on Udemy, and don't forget, I've got a 10-hour coaching course. If you might want to ask me something, click here for a discovery call, and you can ask me anything within an hour, and then you will decide if you are going to take the 10-hour coaching course. So let's keep it going and keep it flowing. I hope you are learning. If you do, please don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Okay, then let's continue, guys. So as you can see, we've got our template here. Let's say our CSS, some sort of template. Even though it centers things, I don't really mind about that. We're not going to put the gap here. But remember, this is going to be general, just to flex things and center them. Okay, this is the part of writing an enterprise code. Okay, and then what we want to do now, we want to go to the UL, the one that has got the center. What we can do, let's give it a gap of, let's try 12 first and see how big 12 is. I'm happy with this. Okay, I am happy with that. Let's go to our icon. Where is our icon? Okay, I think our icon is somewhere here at the top. Here is our icon. Okay, let's take here size, and let's give it a size of 20 and see how big is it going to be. Okay, 50. It's too much. 25. Sorry, 25. Okay, I'm happy with this. Let's go back to the mockup. As you can see, okay, even though the space, I think it's a little bit bigger, but we are getting there. Okay, I trust that, guys, you can use your own discretion and make this look exactly like that one. So what we want to do now, let's go to the parent. Okay, the parent of the UL. Okay, let me remove this. Let's go to the parent of the UL. As you can see, the height of the parent of the UL is it's 60. Okay, let me just give it a background. PG gray, even if it's this one, check there. Okay, but these guys are arranged top. Okay, how can we do that? Remember, we've got our center now. Look at how we are saving ourselves some time. Boom. Okay, I hope you see why we decided to create that center. This is an enterprise code. Okay, so what we want to do now, let's go and check when hovering. I'm happy with that. Okay, I like the fact that this doesn't have a, what can I say, the muted gray when you hover over it, because this is not a link like these ones, guys. Okay, this is just going home, so it's enough when it's telling you you can click to me, then I will just go home. I'm happy with this execution. So obviously we don't want this to be in the center, we want this to be in the left a little bit. What I'm going to do, I'm going to use a margin right of auto so that this can be pushed to the left a little bit. Let's try that one first. Where is the UL? Where is the UL? Here is the UL. Let's check margin right. Okay. R auto. Okay, let's see margin right auto. As you can see, guys, okay, this takes the entire space and this moves to the left a little bit. I'm happy with that, and I'm going to go to this div. Okay, I'm going to check padding left. Let's put padding left of what's the biggest. Okay, or a little bigger. Let's try 20 first so that it can be noticeable. I think I'm happy with this. Okay, this is getting to be like this. Okay, this one is going to be the active one. We will deal with this in the next video. Okay, so let's go back and check the progress, guys. Okay, I'm happy with this. Okay, I am 100% happy with this. Here is the image as well. Okay, we are not going to mind much about the image making to be as big as this one. Now let's come to this side and create this container. Okay, let's go back here. Now we want to come to the red side, and then here on the red side we want to create that div. Okay, what are we going to call this div? Okay, obviously it's a container ID. Let's call it content container. Content container. Okay, can't we just call it a container maybe? Because this content container is too long, guys. Okay, let's just call it a container. I'm happy with this. And what I want to do, I want to, let's see. Okay, I want to put a class name. That's the first thing. BG, BG domain. Don't we have now? We've got our IntelliSense, guys. Look at this. I don't know how it happened, but I'm glad that it happened. Okay, now we are starting to have our own IntelliSense. Maybe it's the ones that we have used. Okay, I'm happy with this. I don't want primary. What's the name of that one? It's pop. Let's go back and check it there, guys. Okay, my apologies about that. Looks like I forgot. Let's go back here. I think it's mute gray. Okay, it's muted gray. Okay, I want the muted gray. Let's go back here, BG. Okay, the muted gray, we have not used it. Maybe, oh, here is it. Okay, cool. Kumbaya. Okay, let me just type something here. Test. Sorry, test. Let's see. Save. As you can see, guys, here is it here. Now, I don't think we need this red, guys. Okay. Or maybe for now, we just need it to see how this thing is. Okay. Okay, let's see. The height, I'm going to make it 600 pixel. Okay. Let's click save. I'm somewhat happy with that. And then the width, I'm going to make it, this is 600. Let's make it 3 and see. Okay, I'm somewhat happy with that. Now, as you can see, this is not sitting in the center. How can we center this? I think by now you know we are lazy here at Coded Design. We can just type center here and things will be centered automatically. Boom, as you can see. So looks like now there is a need to make this bigger and this will sit here. Let's go back and check our mockup. Where is the mockup? Okay, in our mockup this is a little bit bigger than this. Okay, let me put this next to the mockup. Okay, so if we can make this I think the height is okay. Maybe we can make the width maybe 500. Let's go back to the mockup. Okay, it's a little bit bigger. It's very big. In fact, it's not a little bit bigger, it's big. Okay, so let's use the percentages. Maybe Okay, let's play around with it. Let's go back to the code. Okay, I'm happy with that. Let's go back to the code. And then let's say this is going to be 800 and this is going to be 500. Okay, now let's check it and see. I'm happy with this. Okay, let's see how it is. Okay, I'm happy with this. Okay, such that the height just needs to accommodate these guys at the bottom. I hope you have seen them. So let's go back here, 800, let's make it 7. Okay, and then something else will come here. Okay, I'm happy with that. And then next to it, let's have a paragraph. Okay, and then test. Where is the test? As you can see, it goes here because of our own center. Let's go back to our own center here. Let's override the flow flex direction column. Okay, as you can see, this is here as we wish. And then what we want to do, let's also add a gap between these guys. Let's say a gap of 6. Let's see how big is that going to be. I'm somewhat happy with that, but I think 12 will also do. Okay, something like that. I'm happy with that. And then what I want to do, let me move this, and then let me move this to here so that this can be bigger here. And then I need this guy, BG gray muted. I want rounded, which is for the border radius. Rounded mid, let's see. I think it's too small. XL, rounded XL. At least it's noticeable, okay? It looks like to me, this guy has got a border there. Okay, there is a small border there. Okay, first let's remove this red so that we can see things clearly. All right, as you can see, let me try by making this maximum and see. Okay, I'm happy with this, guys. Okay, you can go and make some changes of your own. Okay, you can make your own changes. I trust that you can. Okay, I'm happy with this, and I'm happy with this as well. Okay, let's continue and keep it going and keep it flowing like water. Okay, where is the code here? I don't see it. Okay, where is the code here? I don't see it. Okay, cool. Let me do it the other way. Or maybe not really. My apologies about that. Let's see. Code. Okay, I think this works. Okay, guys, as you can see, we are getting there. Okay, isn't there something that is fishy here? But it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. So what we want to do, we want to put the border radius here. Let's go back here, guys. And border radius is very tricky. Okay, the border. Okay, not border radius. We want the border. Okay, so let's first put border there. That means we want the border to be there. As you can see, here is the border, and then we want the border color, border dash, let's say red, 500, and see if the color is going to change. Okay, cool. Looks like I am improving on the border. So what might be the color of this border? Okay, let's see the color of this border for now. Let's be lazy and use text. Okay, let's type here border dash text gray. Okay, let's see if that will work. I think it's fine for me. You guys can go back there and make some changes of your own. Okay, you can make some changes of your own. Let's see how it looks. Okay, I'm happy with this. Okay, let's see. Check the mockup. Okay, I'm somewhat happy with this. Okay, now I think we are going to end this tutorial here. For now, I think at least we've covered a lot. How long is it? Okay, we are past an hour, so I hope you've been learning something. Let's just check or look at our final some sort of product if to our final UI when it's maximized. Okay, as you can see guys, we have managed to put our image there. It's very nice. As you can see, you can make it bigger if you want, and then we've got this and we've got this. I think the final thing that I need to show you is this template. Okay, is this template. Let me show you how the Next.js works and how easy it's going to make our lives. Okay, it's going to make our lives easy. Okay, let me just show you the concept of this template. Okay, let me show you the concept of this template, of the layout. My apologies. Okay, remember we said the children are here. Now let's put the children to where they belong because they will be rendered dynamically here. So what we want to do here in this test, let's make sure we've got center so that this test could be in the center. Let's just type center. As you can see, enterprise code, this is supposed to go to center. Okay, and I'm going to render the children here. Check what will be in here. Let's check, maybe will that be the case that even on our page we've got test. Okay, that will mean I like to put test and I need to change it because now I don't see the difference. Let's go to page here. As you can see, even on page here there is test, so it might be difficult for us to notice. Let me type home page. Okay, as you can see guys, this changes to home page. Now let me show you how interesting the layout is. Let's say we want to create another folder for routing. Let's say this folder is register. Okay, I'm just making an example. This is a folder. In order for this folder to be recognized as a path, because now if we can type register here, I don't think it will exist. As you can see, 404. Okay, it doesn't exist. Cool. Now in order for this to exist, we need to put page here .tsx as we have highlighted in the theory, and then we're going to do rfce. My apologies about that. Rfce. Okay, let me just create it on my own. Maybe Next.js is telling me that I'm too lazy, that I don't even create anything. Okay, let me just show you guys that. Okay, maybe there was an error there, of course. Okay, cool. Let me just show you guys, you can create this on your own. Const page, okay, equal to, this is an arrow function. Okay, and then on this arrow function you can type return. Return what? Let's put this braces, and then let's put a div there, and then this is register. Okay, and then after that we want to export page as a default. Okay, default page, and that is it guys. Nothing more, nothing less. I don't think we have to import React, if I can be honest. Let's save and see. As you can see guys, here is register here. Okay, let me just make it white. Class name, text white. Okay, as you can see guys, so let's look how interesting this is. Okay, if we are on register, where do we go? The text comes here. Okay, like all the content for register will come here. What if maybe we are on home? Okay, this will change. Okay, what if we on register again? Okay, not registration, register. Okay, hit enter. As you can see guys, I hope now things I'm starting to to fall into place. You are starting to understand the essence of it. I hope things are becoming better, and I don't want to create a very long video. In case you might want to contact me, okay, this is my website. You can click here and arrange a discovery call. This is where I am going to work with you one-on-one. I don't believe in one size fits all. You've got your own unique needs and you've got your own learning style. We get into that. So if you might want for free, you can click here and give me your name and your email and tell me exactly what you want to learn. I will take you there, including the UI design aspect. Okay, if you might want to support us, please come and click here. You will see that this course has got a lot of videos or tutorials as a preview. Okay, as you can see, guys, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Which one free? I think from API call is not for free. So the only videos that are not for free, it's 9, 10, and 11. This one you can watch and learn. It's for free. So that's how I'm trying to some sort of add value to the community. Please, guys, if you might want the source code, don't forget to check the link in the description and subscribe to our Substack or to my Substack, and then from then you'll get a list of the source code from Coded Design. Otherwise, for me, Matthew Msingati, the hybrid, the best of both worlds, the greatest of all time. Thank you so much for taking your time and watch the tutorial up to this far. If you've got question, please click a link in the comment below. See you on the next one.